নমস্কাৰ আমি সকলোৱে নিশ্চয় জ্ঞাত যে এনপিএছৰ অধীনৰ কৰ্মচাৰীসকলক সন্তুষ্ট কৰাৰ অৰ্থে চেন্ট্ৰেল গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে ওপিএছ দিব নোৱাৰিলেও ওপিএছৰ সলনি ইউপিএছ নামেৰে এক ব্যৱস্থা আনিছে আৰু এই ইউপিএছলৈ আমি এনপিএছৰ কৰ্মচাৰীসকলে নিজৰ মতামত দি পেলাই নিজৰ কনসেন্ট দি পেলাই তালৈ আমি শিফট হ'ব লাগিব ইউপিএছলৈ শিফট হ'ব লাগিব আৰু এই শিফট কৰা প্ৰক্ৰিয়াটি চেন্ট্ৰেল গভৰ্ণমেণ্টৰ কৰ্মচাৰীসকলৰ কাৰণে 1 এপ্ৰিল তাৰিখৰ পৰা ষ্টাৰ্ট হৈছে আৰু 30 জুনলৈকে এই প্ৰক্ৰিয়া চলিব কিন্তু 1 এপ্ৰিলৰ পৰা ষ্টাৰ্ট হোৱা এই প্ৰক্ৰিয়াত 2 সপ্তাহ উকলি যোৱাৰ পাছত মাত্ৰ 1500তকৈ অলপ বেছি সংখ্যক চেন্ট্ৰেল গভৰ্ণমেণ্টৰ কৰ্মচাৰীয়েহে ইউপিএছ সিলেক্ট কৰিছে আৰু এই প্ৰক্ৰিয়াটি খুবেই লেহেমীয়া গতিত চলিছে 2004 চনৰ পাছৰ পৰা এনপিএছ লাগু হৈছিল আৰু এনপিএছ লাগু হোৱাৰ পৰা আজি তাৰিখলৈকে এনপিএছৰ অধীনত প্ৰায় 27 লাখ কৰ্মচাৰী কৰ্মৰত হৈ আছে আৰু তাৰে এই 1500তকৈ যি অলপ বেছি সংখ্যকে ইউপিএছ সিলেক্ট কৰিছে এই সংখ্যাটি মাত্ৰ 0.05% হয় কিন্তু যদিও এই প্ৰক্ৰিয়াটি বৰ্তমান আৰম্ভণি অৱস্থাত আছে আৰু 30 জুনলৈকে এই কনভাৰ্সন প্ৰক্ৰিয়াটো চলিব গতিকে পিছলৈ দেখা যাব যে কিমান সংখ্যক এনপিএছ কৰ্মচাৰীয়ে ইউপিএছ সিলেক্ট কৰি লয় এই সম্পৰ্কে এক বিতং প্ৰতিবেদন মই আপোনালোকৰ বাবে লৈ আহিছো কাইন্ডলি ভিডিওটি চাই থকা অৱস্থাত লাইক আৰু শেয়াৰ কৰিব আৰু চেনেলটি যদি আপোনালোক প্ৰথম তেন্তে কাইন্ডলি চেনেলটি সাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰিব
Unified Pension Scheme UPS which was opened for switching from the market-linked National Pension System NPS on 1st April has made a tepid start even though pension at 50% of the last 12 months average pay is guaranteed. With the central government staff weighing the cost-benefit between NPS and UPS in the first 2 weeks since the option became available, just a little over 1,500 central government employees have opted for the UPS. That's 0.05% of the 2.7 million central government staff enrolled in NPS since it was rolled out in 2004. Of course, these are still early days and the window for joining the scheme will be open till 30th June. No capital return option under UPS, longevity of service and higher individual corpus under NPS among factors being debated by the employees before making up their mind on the switch. The timeline can be extended if required. Following a prolonged demand to revert to the fiscally unsustainable non-contributory old pension scheme, OPS, the center unveiled UPS with features to some extent similar to the OPS. It will provide a short pension of 50% of last drawn salary, average basic pay of last 12 months of service, upon superannuation for all employees completing minimum 25 years of service, with value of such deferred compensation fully indexed to inflation. Besides, there will be assured payouts to spouse of the pensioner after his/her demise at 60% of the last pension drawn. Also, all employees with minimum 10 years of service will get assured pension of 10,000 rupees per month. According to the extant NPS norms, a maximum of 60% of the accumulated NPS corpus from contributions during a person's working years is allowed to be withdrawn tax-free at the time of retirement. The subscriber has to invest a minimum of 40% of the corpus in annuities for a regular pension. In the current NPS architecture, subscribers have a choice of what annuity to purchase. She may purchase units with the return of purchase price, capital, in which case she may get lower returns. If she purchases units without the option of return of purchase price, the annuity pension could be higher. In UPS, however, there aren't any such options. Once the death of the dependent, annuity will cease, and no further payment or capital return is required as it is a joint life annuity without return of purchase price. Under UPS, the employee contribution shall remain unchanged at 10% of basic pay plus DA. The government's contribution will increase from the present 14% under the market-linked national pension system to 18.5%. Under the proposed UPS, the pension corpus will be divided into two individual pension funds to which the employees and matching government contribution of 10% each, totaling 20%, will be credited, and a separate pool corpus created out of additional government contribution, 8.5% of basic and DA of all employees, to bridge the likely shortfall, if any, to pay a guaranteed pension of 50% of pay. If a government subscriber withdraws up to 60% of the corpus in a lump sum after superannuation from the individual account, built from 20% of basic pay plus DA, under UPS, there will be a proportionate reduction in the guaranteed pension. In the case of NPS, if the withdrawal is 60%, the balance 40% corpus could be bigger given that the corpus is built from monthly contribution of 24%, center 14% plus employee 10%, compared to a 20% corpus in the individual UPS account of the subscriber. If life expectancy beyond 80 or joined at 35 plus age, I think UPS is better. But, if joining it at an younger age, then opting for NPS makes sense since it would generate a huge corpus due to longer time horizon, a central government employee said, referring to the discussion in their friends' circles. In some cases, if both husband and wife are in the government service, one is opting for UPS while the other remains in NPS, another employee said.